Hello, Satoaster Party, bringing you the first episode of Budget Altergeist Versus, and today it's against PK Fire. So, without further ado, let's get into the game. So, our hand is kind of okay. It has Meluseek, and Meluseek's able to search up Multifaker and didn't get Ash, so we're sitting pretty okay. We got at least 2 forms of Disruption and a Link Karibo. So they're going to Tour Guide, seems a perfectly okay thing to hit with the Solemn Strike. I get to Multifaker into Sulquatus, and they scoop it up for game 1. We're back with game 2, and, well, they drew Neo, so that's not the best thing in the world, and they're going to be able to go off without any hand traps or disruptions. So they're going to Dante, getting back the copy of the one Phantom Knights card, going to go into Graf into Seer, and do Dante again, milling off Seer and Rubik. Then they're going to go into Rusty Bardiche, and they get to use Phantom Knights, Greaves, and Cloak to get Boots onto their side of the field, set at least 2 copies of Fogblade that I know of. So I'm going to have to play through a lot of disruption here. So they're going to Fogblade both Neos and the Marionetter. So, yeah, it's not looking good for me here. We're going to go into Break Sword. I'm going to take the copy of Break Sword and then chain Multifaker, getting a Sulquatus to bounce the copy of the Rusty Bardiche. Then they're going to use the Wing to pump up the copy of Beatrice. Then start bouncing stuff on just getting rid of stuff on my side of the field, and they use Break Sword again, getting back Silent Boots and Silent Boots, just for them to go into a copy of Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Yeah, still have quite a lot to play through here. So I get Marionetter back, and I can't really do anything with this, because they are going to just, yeah, I have to scoop it up from here. We are back with game 3, and our hand is very circumstantial. So let's see but the circumstances in our opponent's hand seem to be perfectly optimized for what we're trying to do. So they're going to set 3. I'm going to then, on my end phase, pop their entire back row. And then I also get my copy of Multifaker to get out of Meluseek, because I already got the Sulquatus in hand and I don't need to disrupt anything on their turn. So I'm just going to go into battle phase and take away their copy of Dante. They're then going to trigger Seer, then put Dante back on the field, putting Seer back in their hand. I'm going to then bounce the Dante back to their hand. And then I'm going to bring back a copy of the Konkiri to my hand, and then make a Link Karibo off of the Meluseek to get the Konkiri to hand. We're going to make Dante again. I'm going to bounce that, bringing back a copy of Meluseek to my side of the field, then using Multifaker, and then they're just going to scoop it up. I have gained too much advantage. Hello, bringing you even more Budget Altergeist versus today with a double feature, because I had additional recordings of me playing against PK Fire using Altergeist. Without further ado, let's get into the games. So our opponent has a Tour Guide from the Underworld, which seems a perfect thing to hit with a Gamma. Taking that away, they're going to set 2 and pass. Okay, I just drew a very nice card to be able to start getting into my game plan. They're going to attack. I'm going to take their copy of Farfa, get a Multifaker. They're going to Multifaker away or they're going to use Farfa to get rid of my Multifaker. I'm going to chain Multifaker's effect. Then they're going to impermanence my Multifaker, meaning I don't get searches. But I just drew personal spoofing. So I'm still doing pretty well here. They're going to activate Silent Boots. Yeah, I'm going to Solemn Strike that. I don't want them getting any additional value off that card. They're going to use Tour Guide. I'm going to Solemn Strike that. They're going to Danger Jackalope for I think it's Tsuchinoko here, and then I'm going to use Multifaker. Multifaker searching up a copy of Meluseek, and just going into my turn, going to attack in for 500. Meluseek takes rid of their Tsuchinoko, and I swing for 12 with the Multifaker. Going to go into Link Karibo to search up some monster. Going to go for Marionetter to search up a Protocol, and have a Multifaker up to get a Sulquatus on Selquitas on my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and get to normal summon another Marionetter, go into Multifaker, Multifaker gets Selquitas, and then I start swinging in for lots of damage. Personal spoofing, Multifaker into Multifaker. So I have a bunch of cards set, and at this point all I need to do is bounce away their card, bring in back my copy of Multifaker, and they're just going to scoop it out from here. Back with game 2 of 2, and man, our opponent's hand is all gas right now. They're going to go into Cherubini, getting 2 Phantom Knight cards in the graveyard so they can just start searching. They're going to activate Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine and get Stained Gauntlets and go into Raider's Knight. They're then going to use the copy of Wings to bring back the Stained Gloves. They're going to go into Seer, which then allows them to go into Levier, going into Phantom Knights of the Scale, and go into Phantom Knights of Rushi Bardiche, getting a copy of Fogblade, getting a copy of the Scale again, going into Dante, mailing 3, and just passing it. So I have to deal with a Fogblade, and yeah, summoning Meloseek will do that. All I have to do now is to be able to take out the Rebellion Xyz Dragon, which was a monster negate, and then I shuffle away all of the monsters on their side of the field. Rainbow Neos sometimes can just blow an opponent completely out of the water. So after doing that, they go to their turn. They get back the Raider's Knight, but it does not have material right now. So I can activate a Personal Spoofing, getting Multifaker onto my side of the field, getting a Selquitas. And then they get a Phantom Knights of the Boots, and they go into Access Code Talker. Yeah, not allowing that to resolve. They're then going to use the Rank Up Magic, and they're just going to scoop it up from there.